Hey everybody, this is Bran'sTech, and just assuming that you're watching these videos in order, it is Thursday. Happy Thursday. And I recently unboxed the Droid Razor box. And, of course I said how there's not going to be a Droid Razor in here. However, there is a Droid Razor over here. This is the Throwback Thursday video on the Droid Razor, the original one. So right off the bat, you see two slots up here. I think one of these is HDMI. I want to say one of these has HDMI capabilities and does charge and sync or something. Because there's two ports up there, so I'm not exactly sure what's up with that. And of course we have the headphone jack, nice and trusty over here. Thank you, Motorola Mobility. There's the OtterBox case, of course. 4 capacitive buttons on the bottom. And I don't even think my dad even used any of these buttons. Not even sure what any of these did in the first place. Not even sure what operating system. This definitely was a Verizon exclusive. I might make a full review on this later. Camera was pretty good quality. Not bad at all. And of course we have the factory reset button over here. Where were the speakers in this? This is a really good question. Where are the... Okay, so the speakers are rear mounted, as it seems. But not in the normal rear mounted like down here. Rear mounted such as up next to the camera. I find this very strange. It has definitely been a while since I did a true observation of this phone. Let me see. And the flash on this was actually pretty bright. Camera quality, I mean, it's not anywhere close to today's standards, but it definitely did the job at its time. Not necessarily ahead of its time. And from as far as I remember, this actually has an LED indicator up here somewhere. I believe right here. Because it used to flash a lot. And this is a pretty thin phone compared to today's phones. This, I believe, is the thinnest smartphone in history that I know of. I know it has been for a while. But I'm not sure if it still is or not. But the battery on here, it was actually pretty good for what it offered. But the second year of having this phone, because both my parents had one of these phones, I might be able to get my mom's phone in one of these other videos, maybe possibly like the full review. But it just seemed like the Android software got really outdated. Like, it dated quickly and it showed its age pretty quickly as well. So that is definitely a downside from Android's perspective, from the Android perspective, rather than iOS. But like I said, it did its job for how long it needed to be. So yeah, I definitely gave this phone a thumbs up in terms of being just a regular old smartphone. But compared to today's standards, yeah, this is nothing. But it's really interesting. In fact, one day I may compare this phone to the Galaxy S5. Because it does have some similarities here and there. And, I mean, but this phone definitely did not leave a good impression on Motorola. at the time, especially as the Droid Razor Max came out shortly after this. A lot of people, including my parents actually, were like, oh man, well, they double-crossed, double replaced the phone, just in age, because it was to believe, like, a few months later, they made another phone with a bigger battery, a variant like this, and it just seemed as if Motorola didn't care, but the real reason for doing that was actually because they do, and everybody said that they wanted a bigger battery. They made a bigger one. Okay, but this is it for the Droid Razor from Motorola and Verizon. Tell me in the comments below if you'd like to see a full review on this, or technically a partial review, as I do not want to risk accidentally turning this on, but just to be curious, I'm just gonna, because I'm really curious, because I do remember having to charge this from the top. This little cover is kind of annoying. Okay, so I just had it in a second ago. And there's a Samsung charger, not Motorola. And yes, okay, so the LED is actually up here. Huh. So we definitely do know that this actually is working, though. So thumbs up for Motorola. Not exactly what happened, because off the camera it actually showed Motorola's logo a few times, like it was about to boot on or something. Not exactly sure what I did. Don't want to accidentally turn it on, though. But thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.